During the next week, the weather turned a corner to a more intense kind of cold. The mornings at our place were pretty hectic, as always. In her room, Sarah put her makeup on for work. Dad and Steve shouted out goodbyes. Mum cleaned up all the havoc we'd caused in the kitchen. On the Wednesday, Rube gave me a dead leg and then dragged me into the bathroom so Mum wouldn't see me writhing around in agony on the floor in our room. I laughed and whimpered at the same time as he dragged me. "You don't want Mum hearing this." He covered my mouth. "Remember, she tells Dad, and it won't be just me who gets it, it'll be both of us." That was the rule at our place. If there was ever any trouble, absolutely everyone in it copped it. The old man would come down the hall with that look on him that said, "I've had one hell of a day and I didn't come home to mess around with you lot." Then he'd pull out his backhander, either in the ribs or across the ear. There was no mucking around. If Rube got it, I got it. So no matter how bad a fight was, it never went further than us. We were usually in enough pain as it was. The last thing we needed was Dad getting involved. Okay. I slashed my voice at Rube once we were in the safety of the bathroom. "Bloody, what was that for anyway?" "I don't know." "I can't believe you." I looked up at the stupid sap. "You give me a dead leg for no reason. That's shocking, that is." "I know." He was grinning, and it made me push him in the bathtub and try to strangle him, but it was no use. Sarah was banging on the door. "Get out of there!" she thumped. "All right. Now! All right!" When we were on our way to school, we met some of Rube's mates. Simon, Jeff, Cheese. They were invited around in the afternoon for a game of what in our household gets called one punch. It came about because we only have one pair of boxing gloves in our garage, so the game is pretty much a boxing match where both fighters have only the one glove. One punch. We played it that same Wednesday, and we were keen. Very keen. Keen to hit. Keen to get hit. Keen to get away with it, even if it meant not socialising with the rest of the family. I mean, you'd be surprised how well you can hide a bruise in the darker corner of the lounge room. Rube's left-handed, so he likes to have the left glove. I get the right, which is my good hand. There are 3 rounds and the winner is declared fairly. Sometimes it's easy to tell who wins, sometimes not. This particular afternoon was a pretty bad one for me. We took the gloves out into the backyard and first up was Rube against me. Rube and I always had the best fights. It was no holds barred. All it would take was one good punch from me and Rube would really try to knock my head off. One good punch from Rube on me would send the sky into my head and the clouds into my lungs. I just always tried to stay up. So, ding, ding, went Cheese with no enthusiasm, and the fight was on. We circled the small backyard, which was half concrete, half grass. It was an urban box, not much bigger than a real boxing ring. Not much room to get out of the way. Hard concrete as well. "Come on." Rube stepped in and went for my head, faked, and cracked my ribs. He then took a shot at my head for real and just skimmed my ear. That was when I saw him open up, so I slammed one in right at his nose. It hit. Brilliant. "Yo!" Simon cheered, but Rube remained focused. He walked in again without fear and didn't worry about my cocky bouncing around. He leaned in and whacked me over the eye. I blocked it and aimed up myself. He swerved me and turned me around and rammed me back against the wall, then pulled me out. He pushed me back. He hauled me onto the grass and crashed his fist into my shoulder. Yes, he hit. Oh, it was okay. It was like an axe had burst open my joint, and the next thing my head was rocked by his left hand. It flung forward and jammed onto my chin. Hard. It happened. The sky came down. I breathed in the clouds. The ground wobbled. The ground. I swung. Missed. Rube laughed from under that increasing beard of his. He laughed as soon as I fell down to my knees.